This thing is the real deal if you want medium format quality without lugging around a brick. But let me explain why. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've been shooting with the Fujifilm GFX100RF for a few weeks now, and honestly, it's changed how I think about travel photography. The first thing that surprised me was how small it feels compared to other medium format cameras. You usually expect something the size of a lunchbox, but this one's closer to a big mirrorless body. The rangefinder styling gives it a classic look that's way more fun to carry around town than a blocky DSLR. I took it on a weekend in Paris and barely noticed it in my bag. The new aspect ratio dial on the top plate is genius. Instead of fumbling with menus, you just spin it to 4:5, 1:1, 3:2, whatever you need for the shot. I was shooting a cafe scene at 65mm and switched to 1:1 for a square crop right there on the street, saved me a ton of time in post. It's little touches like that that make the difference when you're working fast. Film simulations are where this camera really shines. I've got Velvia dialed in for street scenes, those colors pop like Velvia slide film. But I also love Acros Plus are for moody black and white portraits. The 20 presets mean you can nail the mood you want without ever opening Lightroom. I showed a friend a JPEG straight out of the camera and they thought I'd spent an hour editing. That kind of instant gratification is priceless. Image quality is obviously the headline act. The 102-megapixel sensor delivers prints so sharp you can see individual hairs on a subject's jacket. I printed a 24x36 at the local shop and the lab guy asked what medium format camera I used. He didn't believe me when I said this was the RF model. The fixed 35mm lens is tack sharp corner to corner, and the digital teleconverter gives you 50mm and 70mm without changing lenses. That versatility is perfect for travel where you don't want to swap glass every 5 minutes. Battery life is solid for a day of heavy shooting, but I still carry a spare just in case. The EVF is bright and clear, though if you're used to a high-res OLED you might notice the difference. Autofocus is fast enough for candid street shots, but it's not a sports camera. Don't expect to track a running dog at 20 frames per second. For most of us, that's fine because the real magic happens when you slow down and compose. Build quality is Fujifilm's usual high standard, metal dials, weather-sealed body, feels like it'll survive a light drizzle. The touchscreen is responsive, and the joystick makes menu navigation a breeze compared to older GFX models. I also like that the card slots are dual UHS-2, so you can back up or overflow without swapping cards mid-shoot. One thing to keep in mind, medium format files are huge. A single RAW can hit 120 megabytes, so make sure you've got fast cards and plenty of storage. I offload to a portable SSD right when I get back to the hotel so I don't fill up my laptop on the road. Pros and cons. The image quality is unbeatable for the size, the dials feel fantastic, and the film simulations save hours of editing. On the downside, the files are massive, and the price tag isn't for everyone. If you're serious about image quality but don't want to carry a tank, the GFX100RF is the sweet spot. Check the link below if you want to see the latest price and specs. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Fujifilm GFX100RF medium format camera black sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like compact, portable rangefinder style design delivers classic and new aspect ratio dial for instant access to a variety of actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement were off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like Fujifilm GFX100RF medium format camera black usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.